woman who had never been pregnant suddenly gave birth to a baby, and it all turned out to be connected to a birthmark on her body. Even stranger, the baby kept growing as her negative emotions built up. Hannah attended a support group for people with the same condition. A man named Fry told her that the baby was actually a living manifestation of her stress and bottled up emotions. He took out a vial of medicine and explained that there was no cure yet, but this serum could suppress the growth. If she injected it into the entity, she could return to a normal life. However, since they shared one body, she would also feel the pain. Having no other choice, Hannah agreed. Once home, she rushed to the basement and prepared to inject the serum into the entity, but it suddenly spoke, telling her to wait. It warned that if she went through with it, she would suffer great, but she refused to listen and plunged the needle in, desperate to live a normal life again. That night, her boyfriend Jack came over. Thinking about how he had cheated on her with her best friend, Hannah immediately broke up with him and kicked him out. After that, her life seemed normal again. Every week, she went to Frey to get more serum and regularly injected it into the entity. During this time, she met another woman named Emma, who also had her own entity. Emma explained that she had been infertile, which caused her husband to leave her. Not long after, her entity appeared. As they talked, the entity in Emma's room began violently banging on the door. Emma's expression turned strange as she told Hannah that everything her own entity said to her was true. Hannah was shocked, but Emma reassured her it wasn't a bad thing. Before she started using the serum, her entity had acted like a personal psychic. It revealed truths she couldn't face or didn't yet know. Not long ago, it had told her that her ex-husband had remarried and had a child. When she checked, it turned out to be true. Hannah covered her mouth in disbelief. That night, after thinking it over, she went back to the basement. The entity weakly said it couldn't feel its limbs anymore. Hannah gently massaged it and asked what else it knew. The entity told her to come closer. When Hannah leaned in carefully, its eyes rolled back as it whispered that her co-workers were talking about her behind her back. It told her that her friend Alice and Jack were already in love, though not officially together yet. But what was certain was that no one loved her anymore, not even her parents. Those words hit Hannah hard. Overwhelmed by negative emotion, she grabbed the syringe and tried to inject the serum again, but this time the needle was empty. The entity's eyes rolled back once more as Hannah collapsed in weakness. At the same time, the entity, born from her negative emotions, began to grow uncontrollably. When Hannah woke up the next morning, it was gone. She rushed home, feeling unbearably weak, and collapsed onto her bed. But then, footsteps echoed behind her. Hannah's eyes widened in fear. Thinking it was Emma, she called out softly. But a moment later, something climbed onto the bed and pressed its face against hers. It was the entity, grown larger than ever.